Hey guys, welcome back. This is Total Fitness Podcast. My name is Matthew.
I'm Walter.
And today we're going to be talking about how you, yes, you, can lose 10 pounds in 10 days.
Can you believe it? 10 pounds in 10 days. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Just
Literally.
like every influencer out there, every magazine out there, every protein supplement company out there is making the exaggerating claim that you can lose 10 pounds in 10 days. And we're here to tell you how you can do it. So Walter, how can you do it?
Well, you can harm your body by not eating anything for the 10 days. You can go on a fast. That would be good.
Yeah, that's
You
one
can
way.
overdo some exercise, although really no amount of exercise is going to push that limit.
Yeah.
As much as the not eating will. So I like the cabbage soup concept.
Yeah. I like the 1950s Vogue diet, actually, or the 1970s, sorry, Vogue diet, which is basically you drink a bottle of champagne a day. Yes, a bottle. You have 2 eggs for breakfast and black coffee, and mainly just drink champagne the rest of the day. You'll be drunk enough that you don't understand that you're harming your body, and you're really doing it no service by losing that 10 pounds. Can you hint at our sarcasm or?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, cabbage soup is bad enough, but
Oh yeah, the 1970s Vogue diet was.
I mean, what a waste of champagne.
It'll get you there faster though if you're not eating, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So maybe that's the idea. But anyways, guys,
as long as it's the good stuff and not the plunk. Yeah, this is the alcoholic talking, guys.
So obviously, you're not losing 10 pounds in 10 days without it being drastic water weight, or if you're doing something very, very harmful to your body, necessarily like taking, obviously it can happen if you're very, very overweight and you drastically cut out a good amount of food and you lose some water weight. It'll happen. That's just what happens. But if you're looking to lose 10 pounds by summer because you want a vacation or whatever it is, let's say you're 140 pounds now at 5'5". You're a female in their like 20s or 30s. The reason I say this is typically that's what the target is for these articles and these videos. And, you're like, oh, wow, click that. I want to lose 10 pounds in 10 days. How can I do it? And really, it's a complete lie. It usually is to sell you some detox tea, BS, juice cleanse, trying to sell you a diet plan, whatever it is, right? Again, we're not saying it's not possible. We're just saying it's not good for you.
Well, I think the thing is, it's possible that you can lose 10 pounds in 10 days. And I can tell you exactly how you can gain 10 pounds in 10 days almost immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to keep that weight off. It's not real.
Yeah. Even if you are doing a proper diet, you're doing a, proper water, proper exercise, you still may, depending, again, genetically, depending on what you were doing before, there's a small chance you may even lose that 10 pounds. But once your body adjusts to what you're doing now, it's going to realize that 10-pound weight loss is not healthy, and it's going to go up maybe 3 or 4 pounds. If you're losing more than like 2 to 3 pounds a week on a conservative diet, you're probably doing something wrong and harmful to the body. Again, this is very specific, or sorry, this is very general, not specific to each individual, and depending on where you were, where you are, what you were doing before, what you're doing now. It's just coming down to don't listen to the bullshit. That's all it is. There's too much of it out there.
Well, I mean, it's the minute you turn on Instagram, you're being hit by that sort of thing, or Facebook, or and the one that gets me now is the one that uses Shark Tank guys.
Yeah.
And Maury, drink this liquid and it'll just melt away.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's a great, I don't know whether it's Black Mirror or some other show, like a horror show. The one with the comic book, Creep House or whatever.
Oh,
where this guy has this, you can help you lose weight, and you eat this worm. The worm grows in you and eventually devours you. So, but they don't think about that because they didn't test it beforehand.
Because 10 pounds in 10 days sounds amazing. You'll do whatever you can to lose that 10 pounds to fit in that bikini, right? Also, to go into this a little bit deeper, when you're saying 10 pounds in 10 days, guys, that's not going to drastically change the amount of inches on your waist. It's not going to dramatically change the amount of visible muscle tone that's on your body. Because again, most of that is water. if you're losing that. And most of it could even be a little bit of muscle because you're not actually feeding your body properly. So yeah, obviously you're going to lose fat. It's what happens. But again, it's mainly fat, water, then the muscle. So,
Mm.
or sorry, it goes water, fat, then the muscle, right? So don't believe any of these because they are telling you a basic lie. If you get a coach that tells you I can make you lose 10 pounds in 10 days, yeah, believe them because they probably could, but they would have you eating either cabbage soup or doing some stupid diet that is kind of harmful to your body and not sustainable in the long term. Fitness and what we do here at Total Fitness is sustainability and living a better life every day. Is it a better life if you're hungry all the time, if you're starving and no energy, you're angry because you're on edge, like you just have no patience anymore because all you are is so irritable?
Are
He's
you talking
laughing
about us
because
during
yeah.
prep?
I was just about to say that. He's laughing because that's us. But
Yeah.
again, we do the extreme. We when we're competing, and we've mentioned this before, it's not healthy to at a certain point. Like it's sustainable nor healthy when you're 6 to 5% body fat, even lower than that, whatever it is. And you're only doing it because your goal is to get up on stage, look your best, not perform the best. Fitness is about performing your best. It's about feeling strong. It's about feeling good. You're not going to feel good when you're losing 10 pounds in 10 days because you're not eating or you're doing some stupid juice cleanse or some stupid detox diet. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So smarten up. Any last words?
All I'm saying is, snake oil doesn't work. Don't buy it.
Yeah, honestly.
That's what it is. It's a quick fix remedy that someone is foisting on people because people want that quick fix. If you realize that life is not built on quick fixes, nothing good in life is built upon a quick fix, then you aren't going to fall for that. And
Yeah,
you can keep your money and use it for something else.
exactly. Like a good diet, a good
Yeah.
diet plan, or a good
Or
training
a
program,
trainer.
or a trainer, or a gym, even if you don't have a gym, right?
Uh,
So many people will find they'll just do everything to avoid the work. And unfortunately, that's not how you get ahead of life. It's not how you live a better life. You have to put in the work. You have to feel the failures. You have to feel the hardships sometimes so you can move forward. That's what it comes down to. Don't look for the quick, easy fix because it's not easy and it's not quick. You'll pay for it somehow. That's always how it is. If it's cheap and it's fast, it's probably not good quality. That's like any products out there. It's the same for your body. If you're putting cheap, crappy products into your body or you're following a cheap, crappy program or a cheap, fast program, what's going to happen in the long run, right?
I can buy $100 vacuum cleaner, or I can buy a $600 vacuum cleaner. But I can guarantee you I will have the $600 vacuum cleaner 8 years down the road. I will not have the $100 vacuum cleaner a year down the
You
road.
could have made such a good pun there, man. The $100 one will suck, but the $600 one will suck better.
Yeah, well, we
Anyways,
leave that up to you. You like that kind of humor.
thank
So
you. Yeah. Well, that's it though. Yeah, I mean, it's the same way, if you're looking at it with the 10 pound 10 days, you know, you go to a good trainer that says to you, "Hey, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a longer journey. Your expectations, we will hit them. It may take a little bit longer, and I'll set out exactly what you should expect along this journey." It doesn't sound sexy. It's not sexy to go to somebody and say, "Hey, Walter, in 10 years, you're finally going to be able to hit your PR on your squat, the goal of 500-pound squat you've always wanted to do. You are going to look amazing because you're going to actually have muscle maturity and the muscle mass and the competence to follow a diet and a training program. But it's going to take you 10 years. I can promise you that." Or you can go over here and it's like, this dude's over here is like, pay me $5,000 right now. And I will show you exactly how I got this person to lose 20 pounds in 10 days. And, it's super quick. It's super easy. And all it is this quick fix. That's it. Just pay me $5,000 because I have the knowledge. Pay that $5,000. And guess what? That knowledge was a cookie cutter program that said, don't eat. And the training program was 2 hours with the Stairmaster every day. And it's like, there you go. Have fun. Do it. Get it done.
yeah, exactly. That's out there. We have to realize that that's out there, and that's something that we have to educate people about.
Yeah.
Have to educate ourselves. And I mean, if we look at the guys on the Olympia stage, how many years have they put in to get there?
Exactly.
You know, nobody is born with those muscles.
I
So
think it's also people fail to realize again when you're looking at social media all the time and you're looking at these top guys, the genetics that go, it's the genetics. I'm never going to look like Mr. Olympia. Walter will never, no matter how much we try, no matter how much we eat. I know, I'm sorry. No matter how much we train, how much we eat, you know, if it got to the point where, you know, like those guys are also taking like serious amounts of gear, you know, no matter how much, if I ever took that much, it wouldn't matter because that's just genetically not how I'm built. There's a certain reaction that happens to the training, to the food, to every aspect that will get you to that point. But you have to be born like that. That is the 0.01%. LeBron James is the 0.00001%. It doesn't happen overnight either, as Walter's saying. They're blessed with great
yeah,
genetics. Plus, they put
work
in
ethic.
years and years of work ethic. Right? It didn't just LeBron James didn't wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm going to play basketball." He could have played basketball. He could have played football as well. He was trained for football, right? He didn't start off as a great basketball. Like, I mean, he was great in high school, but you know, when you get into the league, you're not a superstar by any means. It took him a year, but you know, for most people, you know, look at Toronto Raptors. We're from Toronto. You look for you look at the Toronto Raptors. How long did it take for Kyle Lowry, who got traded to Toronto in whatever year, it's 8 something years ago?
Mhm.
It took almost 7 8 years just to get to his first championship, and that took the right amount of work ethic. It took the right environment. It took everything, and it's the same thing.
And it took it from the entire team.
Exactly.
Because in a sport like that, you are as good as the rest of your team members. Even if you are a superstar, you've got support underneath you to put you there,
Yeah,
right?
and
As do we, even as individuals. I
well, this
mean,
is it.
without the trainer, without the person who's dealing with nutrition, who sometimes is the trainer or whatever, you've got to have all that kind of extra
Yeah.
help along the way.
Well, look at me for example. As you know, I was being coached this year by my coach. I've had him for years, right? It took him a couple of years to understand my body. Not a couple, but you know, it's been 3 competitions now. So yeah, 3 years to get to the point, right? It also took 3 years of building more muscle under him, doing the right diets with him. It took years of training by myself, and then with Walter, and then obviously COVID couldn't, but I was still messaging him every week and every day almost saying like, you know, shit, man, this is a hard day. We have that team underneath us that's pushing us up. I had my coach, I had Walter, I had my girlfriend, I had my parents, I had my friends that were supporting me, right? It comes down to it, you know, even if you think that you're in this alone, you're not. And that's where it comes down to. Don't believe this whole, you know, don't believe that if you're trying to do like 10 pounds, 10 days, or you're trying to do this big transformation journey, you're not alone in it. So you don't have to necessarily go to the guy who looks spectacular. You can go and find the right people, the right person, and you can say to them, "Hey, this is my goal. You know, can you help me stay on track? I know it's not going to be glorious. I know there's going to be harder days, but can you help me with this?" Trainer, whatever it is, even just your friends, your parents, your family, whatever,
Mm,
right? That's what you need. You need that collection of people. It's what's the saying? Your 5 people, your 5 closest friends are who you're made up of,
that's
right?
it.
If your coach is some dumbass on Instagram or YouTube that's saying, "All right, guys, we're gonna do curls today with no weight, and that's gonna really tone our arms." Shout out to Blogilates. Um, it's not going to do shit for you. It just understand this. If you're not willing to do the research on your own, if you're not willing to try to find information on your own, then pay somebody who knows exactly what they're talking about because they have actual either a experience and clients that they've worked with that you can obviously see a transformation. If you go to somebody and they say, "I'm going to promise you the worlds," they're not going to give you the worlds. If you go to Walter and he says, "Hey, you know, this is what you can expect from me. This is what I can help you with, but this is what I expect from you," he's the right guy for the job.
Thank you.
And
I will say the same for you.
thank you.
Oh, a promo. That's great. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even there, as trainers, we are only as good as the work that our clients are willing to do. And we can give them all the information in the world. Again, are they willing to go that extra length and do the work?
Exactly.
And that's why people selling cabbage soup recipes do well, because there are all those people who don't want to do the work.
Exactly. It's hard. Again, it's not sexy.
Yeah.
Time isn't sexy. Patience isn't sexy.
The results are.
But you could be for a low cost of no promo.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, so there it is. Don't believe it. As always, we're going to talk about this more. We always talk about this. It comes up we see something on Instagram and it pisses us off and we go right back into it. But thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you stay safe. We hope you stay healthy.
Stay blessed, stay breezy.
There you go. Take care, guys. That was really good. Oh, yeah. Shit. Hold on.